Creepers! Good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you guys are tuning in and creeping with. I'm excited. It's a special day, another holiday tradition. We are currently in Gresham, Oregon. Sitting right behind me is the historic Gresham Historical Museum, and it's the holiday traditional Christmas at the museum, including one of my favorite traditions, the gingerbread houses. So stay tuned, it's gonna be great. I love people's art. They're in different renditions of different types of, gingerbread creations, and it's the first day of it, so I'll leave links in the description as well. So if you guys want to come down later and check it out, make sure you do. It's a beautiful morning. The sun is shining. It's a little cold and brisk, but we're doing some Christmas creeping right here at the Gresham Historical Museum. I'm excited. Let's get in there. Nice little sunburst to start the morning, and they've got it all decked out. And there is going to be a ton of activities, some holiday miniatures, of course the gingerbread house, and some other goodies. So let's cross now while it's still safe. The leaves are still kind of falling. Absolutely gorgeous here. I love this building too. In fact, this was the second home to Gresham's library in 1913 at the beautiful old church across the street here as well, including the dapper statue with the folks all decked out for the holidays, looking nice, what these folks would have looked like back, in the early 1900s. But they've even got the historical placard, what I always like to show. And if you guys come out here, this is right on Main Street in downtown Gresham, and it's a beautiful morning. So let's get in here and check it out. I love when you first walk in too, they've literally got like an entire map of the old Gresham area. All right, let's go in here. Yeah, as soon as you walk in, it's just absolutely gorgeous. This whole old library, they got the poinsettias up top here, and it looks like Mr. and Mrs. Claus are in the house as well. And first things first, I wanted to point out this butterfly here is actually part of an old business here called the Glass Butterfly. And they were there for many years, and when they went out of business, they were able to salvage the big butterfly. Kind of reminds me of Dollywood. All right, these trees are so gorgeous, but we're going to make our way over to the gingerbread houses first and check them out. But I'm also noticing a ton of little minis, and also look at this, all these nutcrackers. This is way cool. And it looks like each tree is kind of sponsored too by a different group. Yeah, this place is awesome. In fact, this is all the boxes and paperwork back in there is all the historical items. So a lot of things documented here, and they've helped me with a ton of vlogs. Wow, look at this, is so rad. We got Bigfoot, a couple little Yetis. Ooh, look at the fire, that's great. It always amazes me, what items they use to make these. But also, oh wow, look at this, it's like dirt, but it's like chunks of like Butterfinger or something, and a little mini box of donuts. Wow, they even put like the little sprinkles on the donut. Oh my gosh, that smells so good too. Got the little flame. I love these little guys, that is neat. And this is the professional side is over there, so we'll go over there next. But there are a ton to look at. Wow, look at these old Mount Hood Festival of Jazz shirts too, not to mention
this one,
1988. I love all the old documents in here as well, so as we kind of pepper in other things.
Is that what it is?
These are really cool, man. These guys are so talented on all these. Got Mount Hood kind of thing in the back there. Oh, they even marked theirs as number 32 there on the tree. And a lot of these guys are doing a little campfire, which is really neat. Look at, they got the little logs as like pretzel sticks. That was innovative. Oh, they even got like the marshmallows on the sticks. With the sign marking the way, Portland, Bend. Even like a little pretzel cabin. All right, there's a few more over here as well. Wow, this one looks really decked out. That looks nice too, with the kind of like beacon of light shining through right now. That is like absolutely gorgeous right now, hitting it. It's like perfect lighting. Then we got the little gingerbread carousel too, kind of a classic. Ooh, that's the one that's smelling so good. That smells delicious with the little candy cane poles. Number 33. So we got to remember, because we are going to vote on these. And then also, if you guys want, in the comment section, you can kind of vote as to which one you think. So the kind of amateur side, and then we'll go over and check out the professional. But this looks professional to me. I mean, this looks pretty dang. Pretty dang cool. Look at all the little candy canes on the ground too. Number 31. Ooh, that's a cool little snowman too. Look at that guy. With the beacon of light shining down. We got this one back here. Wow, this one's really impressive too. Holy smokes. Oh wow, it's even got like the little Yeti on the rooftop there. With the naughty sign. Another like Mount Hood kind of thing going on. It's a great little log cabin though. Dang. See, I could never make this because I would end up eating half of it and then it would just kind of like fall apart as I was making it. Yeah, they did great with the little dusting of snow. Wow, these are really cool. I think they're like actual rock candies. I remember those as a kid. Kind of make the little path. This is great. All right, we're just gonna kind of pepper in a little bit of Santa's action. Wow, this is quite the collection of all these Santas. Looks like Santas from like all over the world. Dang, there's a ton of them. And then we'll go over and check out the kind of professional side. This looks great right now too, with the beacon of light kind of shining through. It really lights up all the houses and kind of details the like snow and everything on them. That's pretty dang cool. But yeah, this place is beautiful right now. And I was just telling them also with the stained glass butterfly from that old business, it just looks so great. Yeah, this is amazing. All right, let's go check out a couple of these nutcrackers too. That's so nice of whoever had this collection to share. A couple big ones here kind of guarding the case. Oh wow, I just realized the whole tree is actually like a giant nutcracker with the hat and all the little intricate nutcrackers. I always like seeing the like frosted tree, or I think they're called flock trees. Yeah, and somebody has quite the collection of these. We saw these last year, but it looks like some newer ones here. Pirate. That's great. Yeah, it looks like they've like literally traveled all over the world to collect these. That one's got a crown. Very cool. Oh, those are nice. Those are really pretty. Yeah, whoever shared their collection here, it's very nice of you to do so. Really like seeing these trees are gorgeous in here too. Yeah, I just realized that one was wearing the top hat, and I was like, oh yeah, it is. It's like a giant nutcracker. That one's really pretty too, with all the different colors on it. It's making me hungry, wanting some candy. I'm liking these little elf guys just kind of chilling in the tree too. And look who's here. There's a lot of folks here already, and it just opened, so there's a couple days of it. There's about like a couple months worth. Wow, these are incredible. This one's got the little Portland sign, the white stag, old school, right as you cruise over the Burnside Bridge here in Portland. It's like an iconic piece of Portland. They've even got Rudolph's nose lit up. That is great. There's me right there on Burnside waiting for the bus. No. Very nice. Yeah, these are great. I have to say though, they said the other side was amateur, but these look just as, I mean, they were just as cool. Sorry, what was your name again?
Mike Andrew.
Nice to meet you again. I think, like you said, we had met in the past, but thanks for doing this, and I love that you guys have kind of peppered in the history as well. I mean, obviously we're at the Historical Society, but not just for the holidays. Yeah. Things like the Old Country Store, the Zims, and we were talking about, if you guys are probably remember seeing the Zims ball from the big, you know, they had the horns up there, and I think they would do like Christmas music too. And whatever happened to the ball, do you know?
It happened, someone in the family kept part of the ball, but but we don't know where or what they're going to do.
Wow. Be
So
cool to
is
see it.
somewhere.
So it's still around somewhere.
Somewhere. Where we
Very
don't.
cool. Yeah, a lot of cool history. I love that you guys have incorporated all that. Yeah, not to mention all the beautiful window and art, you know, panels on the windows. But yeah, all the trees too, not to mention. We got the Grinchy tree, which is like my favorite. We saw him last year, but I think they did a new one. This is a little different. And they've even got the Grinch here. And this is great, man. I always think of Boris Karloff voicing him. And kind of one of his, you know, as Frankenstein and all the things that he did in his life as the Mummy and Frankenstein. But I always think of Boris Karloff. I always think of the Grinch, one of my very favorites. And speaking of the Grinch, not so Grinchy, you got to balance it out with, guess who? Mr. and Mrs. Claus. That's right. Because when Grinch is around, you guys keep him at bay, right? That's what I thought. We'll be over to see you in a second. All right, these are impressive. Whoever you know, takes the time to do these, I give it to you, because these are very detailed. And look at this, I just noticed it's like an entire rendition of Timberline Lodge. It's like an identical replica. And if you guys are a fan of The Shining, then you remember that parts of the movie, when it first opened, they actually used Timberline Lodge for the movie. And look at, they've got the little gummy bears kind of sliding down Mount Hood, snowboarding and skiing. Ooh, I like the ski lift too with all the licorice. That was really cool. Wow, they did a great job. This is incredible. And they got the big one too. Here, this thing's like making me want to just like eat this thing. Just get me a glass of milk. And very detailed too. Whoever did like the, you know, I'm not a cake decorator by any means, but I think they call it piping. Whoever did the piping on that, it takes a long time. Ooh, that smells so good too. Yeah, I think what makes this so nice too is literally just this building. You know, it's just so beautiful being in here, and then when they deck it out all nice like this, it just makes it even better. Good to see you, Grinchy. Your tree's looking good. These guys are sponsored by Mowing Machinery. And we're just gonna kind of slowly maneuver our way over, because I'm seeing Mr. and Mrs. Claus here. They got the reindeer with the tree. And we got a couple more gingerbreads to check out too. Wow, whoever did this took a lot of time. Look at that. You gotta like break each little pretzel to make it fit. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's like a piece of glass. I think that's like sugar glass. That's cool. It's even got like some tile work to it. And they even like put like the bigger pretzels with the smaller ones and kind of utilize the different sizes, and they even stacked them and made like a little pretzel fire. Oh, check it out. That's what I'm smelling. Okay, so these all smell absolutely delicious, but this one used like Cinnamon Toast Crunch for the tiles on the roof. Okay, now that's innovative. I like that a lot. Plus that makes me one of my favorite cereals. I bet you guys are gonna have a lot of visitors. They're gonna be happy to see you guys.
Hope so.
Very nice. Thank you so much for your time.
Well,
and
Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you so much.
Have you been a good boy?
No comment. No. You appreciate the honesty though, right, Santa?
I'll check my mail.
I think we've been pretty good, actually.
Okay.
I'll give it a big thumbs up. But take care of Rudolph for me.
Absolutely.
And have an extra glass of eggnog. And thank you. And I just, from me to you guys and from my viewers, God bless you and Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, all the goodies. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Very nice wreaths too. Somebody took a lot of time and designed all these beautiful wreaths. So just a really array of cool collections and nostalgia peppered in with all the Gresham history. You can't go wrong with Grinch and Mr. and Mrs. Claus all in the same building at the same time. It's a win-win, and it's just absolutely a fun thing. Come down here, check out the gingerbread displays, vote on your favorite one, check out the nutcrackers. They got the minis. Oh yeah, we'll walk over here and check out the little mini villages, because I know Birdie, one of my really good creepers that always tunes in and says hello, will like to see that. So it looks like these are dedicated to, in loving memory of Reggie Sullivan. his Christmas village at Providence Festival of Trees. It's a magical collection of miniatures. It took over 20 years to build. So rest in peace, definitely, to Reggie first and foremost. And thank you so much for sharing your collection for everybody else to kind of enjoy. Wow, look at, they've even got the little plane here. These are very cool. It's funny because, like, I think just a few years ago, oh, the covered bridge, that's neat. Just a few years ago is the first time I kind of started getting into the minis. I think it was here when we came down to look at, I think it was Reggie's collection. And then I just started getting more and more into like the little Max ones. But these are like, I don't know what company produces these, but these look like they're, you know, very well made. It's like a ceramic with the bell there and the church. Wow, that looks like the church right across the street. So yeah, just a ton of miniatures. Again, we've got Santa here getting pulled by a bunch of doggies. Nice. So come down here and check them out. Vote on your favorite display, and I think out of all of them, number 18 is probably the win, just because I really love the rendition of Timberline Lodge. And they used a lot of my favorite candies, including hot tamales. So really cool with the gummy bears kind of cruising down the lift. And then red vines as well for the win. So out of the professional ones, I'm digging this one. Just because I love the ties to Oregon. And I really like this detail. It smells so good. Dang it, I want some gingerbread. Everybody thinks Santa's the boss, but really, Santa knows.
Take care of all the elves, make sure that they're working.
Nice. That's what I was going to say. It's even better. I love you, Santa, but it's better. I love seeing Mrs. Claus, too. It's kind of a rarity.
She gets out maybe a couple times a year.
We'll save some cookies for me, Santa. All right. Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas. We're doing some video and some photos for some nice folks here, too. Some friends of mine in the Gresham area wanted their picture with Santa and Mrs. Claus. I always thought it was funny, too, because I was telling Santa, we know you're the boss, but Mrs. Claus is really the real boss.
No, you'll be fine. You should see some that just sat here.
Behind the scenes with Santa.
Really? Far away. Does he have bony knees?
That's awesome.
Smile pretty.
Those are awesome. Does he have bony knees? Profession. Now we're just having fun and doing a little photo shoots with Mr. and Mrs. Claus. We got some local folks just coming through and having a good time. It's just been so fun. Come on in.
I think I may have forgotten to tell you that the theme for this year is Oregon.
Oh, beautiful. I was like already kind of,
There's a Timberline over there.
I was like, oh man, I love the Timberline one too because it's got the connections to, well, Oregon as well, obviously, but The Shining. The opening was filmed there and stuff.
People remember that.
Did the filming for them, or you know, the locations to that a couple years back. But I always like the Portland and Oregon ties. It's cool to see. Thank you for pointing that out.
Sure.
I kind of noticed, but now it makes more sense. That's gonna do it from the Gresham Historical Museum. A lot of trees, a lot of goodies, a lot of nutcrackers, little mini villages. Come down here, vote on your favorite gingerbread display. Tell them the Creeper sent you. It was great seeing Mr. and Mrs. Claus too. I was telling Mrs. Claus, kind of a rarity to see her out and about. Got the reindeers parked on the roof waiting for them, so no tickets. I love you guys. Make sure you hit that red subscribe button. You can ring that bell. That way when I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. And if you did enjoy this, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Big thumbs up. Until next time, creeper out for now.
People still buy them, but we like to give it away.
that's going to do it for today. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. That'll dial you into being a creeper today. You can also ring that bell. That way when I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. And if you did enjoy this, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Till next time, creeper out for now. Peace.